What's up, everybody? We made it to the best day of the week where we finally get to crack open a cold one of that beautiful can that we gave some photographic love to. So stick around while we give it a little taste test, rate it, and see what we think of it. This is Hopped Up Shots, Thirsty Thursday edition. All right, so earlier this week, we got Sour Me from Duclaw Brewing out of a beer distributor and came up with some cool shots. So for everybody who watched that video, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. If you haven't seen it, I'll put a link on down below so you can go back and watch that. We did some pretty cool stuff. And if you haven't already, please go ahead and like and subscribe to the channel. I would really appreciate all the support. So, when you were younger, your parents probably told you not to judge a beer by its cover, or something like that. We're going to heed that advice today, and we're going to find the inner beauty of Sour Me from Duclaw. So we're going to crack it open. We've got our glasses here. We're going to go with a tulip style glass here. This is a sour beer, so you could either use a tulip glass or a teku glass. Either choice is great, and that's going to be what really keeps the flavor in there for you. But I prefer the tulip glass, so that's what we're going to rock today. So let's crack it open and see what we got. All right, first impression, this is exactly the color I was expecting it to be. I thought it was going to have this kind of watermelon-y pink color. It's got a nice head going there. So, like most things, we taste with our eyes first what we see. So this already has the look of what I was expecting, which is half the battle. I can smell from here that it's a pretty sour. It has that very fruity smell. Now, I like sour beers. If they're not your thing, that's okay. Drink what you like, drink what you want. But we're going to give this a try here, see what we think. I like the way it looks. Yeah, it definitely has that sour smell to it. It's not quite like a seltzer. It's definitely a beer. It's definitely fruity. Here we go. That's actually very, very good. It is not nearly as sour as what I was expecting. It's got a nice tartness to it, but for watermelon cherry sour ale, it has light sourness. So this is something that if you don't like sours or you're not used to sours, I think this would be a good one to step into to try. It's got a nice light fruity flavor. It's not very heavy. But it's also true to the flavors. It has that candy-like quality from those sour gummies that you had as a kid. All in all, that's one of the better sours I've actually ever had. Kudos to Duclaw Brewing, located down in Baltimore, Maryland. If you're familiar with them, if you're not, check them out. Very good. I really like this a lot. Like with most sours, I don't think I could drink a ton of them at once, but that's definitely one I think I'll be keeping on hand. That's my first time trying that, and that is definitely a good one. I'm going to give that a 7.5 out of 10. That's very tasty. Awesome. Well, these are quick shows. These beer tastings are going to be nice and easy. I hope you'll join us next week to see what we end up with. As always, drink responsibly. Cheers. Have a great night.